person of interest has been named in the subway shooting. Take a listen.
New York City's subway shooting in Brooklyn.
Well, investigators identify Frank R. James as a person of interest. He's not named as a suspect in the shooting. Authorities say he has addresses in Philadelphia and in Wisconsin. The attack happened during the morning rush yesterday when someone threw smoke grenades, then opened fire on a crowded subway car. 10 people were wounded. More than a dozen others were hurt. We have team coverage on the investigation and a possible local connection. We'll start with Eyewitness News reporter Ross DiMattei, who's in Nicetown. Good morning, Ross.
Good morning to you, Jim. Multiple sources close to this investigation tell us that NYPD investigators were at this U-Haul facility yesterday reviewing some rental documents on a van that may have been used to commit those crimes that we saw on the subway in Brooklyn yesterday, and it led them to name a person of interest.
A massive manhunt is underway for Frank James, a person of interest in yesterday's brutal attack at a Brooklyn subway stop. While searching the scene, officers found the keys to a U-Haul van and made other disturbing discoveries.
They recovered a 9mm semi-automatic handgun, extended magazines, and a hatchet. Also found is a liquid we believe to be gasoline and a bag containing consumer-grade fireworks and a hobby fuse.
Although authorities tracked down the abandoned van a few miles away in Brooklyn, its license plate revealed it came from Philadelphia. Detectives traced it back to this rental facility in Nicetown, which led them to name a person of interest.
The male who we believe is the renter of this U-Haul in Philadelphia is a Frank R. James, male, 62 years old, with addresses in Wisconsin and Philadelphia.
According to rental agreements obtained by CNN, Frank James rented the van using a Milwaukee license with a Milwaukee address. It was booked on April 6th, picked up on April 11th, and it was supposed to be returned 2 days later. Eyewitness News went to James's 2 Philadelphia addresses, but no one who answered the door or who lived nearby had ever heard of a Frank James.
And sources also tell Eyewitness News that investigators from multiple jurisdictions are looking into YouTube videos related to Frank James. And they also say that he is not a suspect at this time, just a person of interest. They're offering $50,000 for information leading to his arrest. The motive behind this attack is still under investigation.